And what's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. It is your friend Cheap Ludes. Happy Sunday. I hope everybody is having a relaxing Sunday, maybe hanging out with the family, maybe smoking some mid behind the garage, doing all the American classics, watching your football team either struggle or, I don't know, prosper in the face of adversity, perhaps, like the Philadelphia Eagles. Go Birds. Caw. I know you might be thinking, aren't you from the Chicagoland area? Why are you a Eagles fan and not a Bears fan? Because I already root for two poverty Chicago franchises, okay? I made a wise decision in my childhood to go for the Philadelphia Eagles, which I'll be honest, up until 2017, was another poverty franchise. But I'm glad that I do not have a third Chicago poverty franchise to root for because I've watched a lot of people go down the Bears rabbit hole, and it looks not like a fun time. Anyways, football talk is over. That's not why anyone's here. Let's gaze upon the crystal ball and try to predict what we're going to see this week in NBA 2K23 my team. Now, I'll be honest, this is the first week of the season, so it's really hard to get a kind of grasp or a grip as to what they're going to do from this week-to-week basis. So we're just going to have to just wing it. Monday, tomorrow. We could get a moments card. If we don't get a moments card, we'll get moments challenges. Hard to predict exactly what those are. As far as if we get a moments card, there's a few guys who would be more likely than others. Like Anthony Simons had a 45-point game last night, so it's possible that maybe we would get him. I think Shea would make a lot of sense. He's been playing out of his mind this entire year, but we'll see if that actually happens. I'm not sure. At this point, I don't know. There's also guys who've been playing well that would actually be kind of in the running for the typical kind of cards that we would get from like a moments challenge. Those guys would be like Jaylen Brown would be a good example. He's not really going to sell packs, so he's kind of perfect for that. Other guys that have played pretty well would be like Killian Hayes has kind of played significantly better than anticipated. So it'd be nice to see like a Killian Hayes card, or like Bojan had a 30-point game the other day, which is just wild. I would like to see him, honestly. That would be pretty sick. Or like Aiton's been playing pretty good. Guys like that aren't necessarily going to sell packs, Like I said, it's very possible that we just get all of those guys in like moments challenges as opposed to getting them in like an actual moments card format, but who knows? I think Anthony Simons would make the most sense because it's not necessarily a historic game, but he had like, compared to the rest of his career, an historic game for 45 points. Yeah, I would say so. Tuesday, we're getting new packs. I have no idea what those packs are going to be, so I'm not going to sit here and predict like players that might be in them because I don't know what they're going to be. I would assume that the Tuesday packs with Evos kind of format that we've seen over the last two seasons probably stays. We've already gotten two kind of decent ones in shades of. I know people didn't like the glitched ones really, which I love glitch cards in general, so I'm not really too worried about it. Granted, they didn't have Greg Ostertag in them, but whatever. I'm looking to, kind of move past that. So we could see like a New Year's resolution type set, being that New Year's is right around the corner and is going to happen during this season. And they've been taking the Friday promos and just like making them Tuesday packs. So I wouldn't be shocked to see like a New Year's resolution promo with like Evos every week. That would make a whole lot of sense. What they would do with that and who they would drop is beyond me. I don't know. I do feel like 3-point shooting Rondo, if they're going to do it, because I feel like they do that every single time. I don't know, though. Just give me another Andre Roberson that shoots, dude, please. Let me have that. I will use him, I promise. Obviously, Diamond or Pink Diamond, Greg Ostertag would be ideal, but, what are you going to do? My dreams will never come true. They will never come to fruition. So, it is what it is. I don't really know exactly what we're going to get. I just know it's probably going to underwhelm me. Then we're going to have a new Tuesday TakeOver player. I would expect them to be not very good. And I don't know if that is just me being pessimistic or if it's me being a realist. Corey Maggette is pretty good. He's my backup shooting guard. I like Corey Maggette quite a bit. OG was really good, so the last two have been really solid. But prior to that, they weren't very good. Well, Kevin Johnson was okay. I wouldn't say he was great, but he was okay. Prior to that, the first 3 weeks were horrendous. Like Elvin Hayes, Chuck Person, and I don't even remember who the other one was. It was Chuck Person, Elvin Hayes, and every time I try to use the database in the middle of a video, it just stalls out on me for some reason. Oh yeah, Nate Archibald. Yeah, so I'm not thinking that the Tuesday player is going to be very good at this point. I mean, call me pessimistic, but I just feel like he's going to be trash. I don't know, like, really who it would be. I'm going to take a shot in the dark and say Rick Smits, though. I don't know why. It just sounds right. I'm just feeling Rick Smits. I don't think he'll be very good, and I don't think he's going to be the most usable player in the world, but he's going to be huge, and I would assume that I'm going to go with Rick Smits. Yeah, I'm going to lock it in. Rick Smits for sure. The packs, though, I don't know who would be in the packs. I mean, I feel like it's inevitable we get a David Robinson at some point, but I'm holding out hope that that's going to be the Beyond level 40, but I don't know. I can't really think of anyone else, like, besides, like, George Gervin, that it might be, so I'm going to hold out hope on that one. Let's just lock a random person in for the Tuesday packs. Who's the top card in the Tuesday packs? Danny Granger. Let's just say Danny Granger. Why not? It's probably incorrect, but, you know, I can hope for the best. Wednesday we'll be getting new challenges, new skill challenges here. New moments of the week 7, probably for a Hoff badge, I would assume. If not a centerpiece, I could see them doing a centerpiece one. I haven't done any of these because I just haven't had any interest in it. I probably do this one just so that I can get that DeAndre Ayton card, just because it's a holo. Like, I might do this one too, probably. No, I don't know, man. That doesn't sound like fun at all. I haven't done any of these, but I'll probably do a couple of them just to get them done. I've just been grinding XP a little bit. I'm only at like a level 19 though. I just really haven't been trying too much. But I just don't do these. The Turner one sounds horrible, to be honest. It does. Unless you have the Amethyst, and then it's probably not that bad. I know people haven't had too many issues with the gold, but man, that sounds like not a fun time. So, I don't know. I haven't been doing them, but I mean, depending on what the rewards are and the challenges, like, it's possible that I do them. I mean, we're definitely going to get another one this week. So, I don't know. I want to know if they're going to start doing players in these. I just really feel like more people would do them, but I feel like they would ratchet up the difficulty so much if there was players in the mix. I mean, I know there's, like, you know, Ayton and Alperen Sengun in here, but, you know, I'm talking about real players, like real moments cards, not just like cards that you get for completing moments challenges, if that makes sense, that already exist. Thursday, probably nothing. I mean, we're just going to get pack teases for the Friday set, which I have no idea where they're going to go with this. I mean, there's still some players that haven't received cards yet, but they actually cleared most of the big names outside of Tracy McGrady out. Outside of like older people, like 60s guys, then most of the guys have been cleared out. I wouldn't be shocked to see a packable Scottie Pippen at some point. I just don't know if it's going to happen this soon. So I would take a shot and say it'd be D-Rob or Tracy that's coming out this weekend. I could be very wrong, but pretty much every guy that typically they come out with as pack sellers has dropped, like Giannis, Kobe. At this point, Kristaps is a pack seller, I would say. I mean, he's been really good the last like 3 years. So I would assume that being that all those guys are pretty much done, this is when we see like T-Mac, because we don't have a single T-Mac this year. Like, not even like a season 1 or season 2 or season 3 T-Mac. Like, we don't have any of those. So I would assume that we see a Tracy McGrady. I could be very wrong about that, but it would make a lot of sense that we would see T-Mac this weekend. Who else would drop in that pack? I have no idea. Like, no idea, truly. It's possible maybe we get, like, we got Lonzo, so LaMelo's another one that I could see them dropping. LaMelo T-Mac would be a good crew, I think. That would be nice. That would sell a lot of packs. Shaq, by the way, is also the other big one that we haven't seen yet, so T-Mac Shaq would make sense, honestly. I don't know how good Shaq would be. Then again, his little Sapphire or whatever he had earlier was bodying me limited, so it's possible that'd be fire. I don't know. Not sure what the pack theme would be. I don't know. It could be anyone, really, or anything, I mean, really. I don't know. We're getting a new takeover as well. Once again, trying to predict the takeover cards is nigh impossible because it's just like, it's any random player through history. I do think we're going to get a Dissinger type, though, because Allen Houston was really good. Like, Allen Houston is actually a lot better than people give him credit for. He's really solid. His defense isn't half bad. Like, he's straight up D's. So I'm going to say maybe not this week. Like, maybe not this week. Maybe not next week. But this season, we're going to get our first, like, super, super cracked takeover player. Right? Like, Donovan Mitchell and, like, Iguodala were very good. but they weren't meta defining. And I feel like this season we're going to get a meta defining takeover player, and that player will be a Friday player for sure. I don't know if it's going to be like a Dissinger or like a Wayne Embry or Danny Ferry, or they're going to pick someone completely random like Walt Bellamy. That's what I've been saying all season, dude. Shout out to Walt Bellamy, dude. I just feel like he's going to come through and just grab my team by the nuts and just put a stranglehold on the entire mode because everybody needs Walt Bellamy because he's that good. Is that an ideal situation? Yeah, I mean, the ideal situation would be... No, I'm not even going to say Greg Ostertag because I wouldn't get him and I would be fucking furious. At least if he was packable, like, I would find a way to get him, you know what I mean? But if he was RNG based, oh my god, I think I would actually have to do the Friday grind. Like, straight up. I would actually have to commit for a week and be like, okay, I need to win all of these games, dude, in a week. And that would be, I'll be honest, a miserable experience for me, but I would do it for the coast to coaster tag. I promise I would. I would not be happy about it, though I would do it. This weekend, probably nothing. I'm assuming they're going to do like some type of event. Being they're giving away the takeover players in a couple modes this season, I actually wouldn't be shocked to see like another takeover style event where you go play triple threat and there's like season 2 takeover guys in here. Like I wouldn't be shocked to see that, though. I don't know. At some point, and I don't know when they're going to do it, at some point they're going to do events like we've seen the last couple years where it'll start to have, you know, cards that are of a higher quality on there, like play triple threat and Kevin Garnett's on there. Especially with power balancing kind of being shredded this season, which I still assume they're going to do. I don't think we see packable opals for a little bit outside of maybe like $50 buy opals like Paul George, but I would assume that we have an event where like you go play triple threat online and you can get Kevin Durant, you know, you go play unlimited and Kareem's in the vault. Or I don't think DeRozan is in the mix because of how good Tim Thomas is. They're still kind of locking that like for a power balancing standpoint, but like you can play and you can earn like Klay Thompson or LeBron probably would be a good, you know, option there because he's not really that game breaking or even really that good at the end of the day, but he's going to get people playing because he's LeBron. So it's like they're probably going to do something like that at some point. I don't know. This week seems a little bit too soon to do that. Ray Allen would be another card that would be an excellent option there because it's just like no one really cares about him that much, but he is a pink diamonds, people will play for him. So with them giving Josh Smith Ascension, it kind of makes sense. But I don't know. Let me know what you think we're going to see this week. No answers or stupid answers. Your most wild guess. It doesn't matter. Drop it in the comments. What do you think that we're going to see this week? Or what do you hope we're going to see? It doesn't really matter. As always, it's been your friend Cheap Ludes. Just know I appreciate you guys. Sorry I haven't streamed too much on YouTube. I've been on Twitch recently, but YouTube I haven't done a lot of streams. I've been like kind of busy in like IRL, real life. So I haven't had time to jump up and stream. So I will be coming back and streaming a little bit more. I'm probably going to start tomorrow morning and come back and stream now that the new season's here. So stay tuned for that. And check out the podcast. The podcast drops at 4 p.m. Eastern time, 3 p.m. Central. You know, I'll be up in the chat, straight chilling. So definitely come hang out with us, man. Peace.